Hello, everyone.
It's John from Meeples and Dragons and Sarah from Meeples and Dragons introducing both Erin and Ralph from Ardent Roleplay.
Hey, how are you? Big shout out to everybody on this stream who's been watching, particularly watching all week. It's been fantastic, and we're all so super proud of how well everything's gone.
We've completely blown past first the initial goal, then the first stretch goal, and the second stretch goal to hit $6,111 for charity. Well done, everyone who involved. Thank you for our viewers and the people who had generous donations.
Absolutely unreal. Really, truly. I've been speechless for the last hour and a half or so since it hit 6,000.
Absolutely. We were doing the planning and kind of saying, right, 2,000 is a really solid goal. It's the first time that this is the Jasper's Game Week is not just in America. So it's the first time outside. It's been fantastic that Sarah and John took it on to organize it, getting all the players and DMs and everything together, and then asked us whether we'd host the streaming and do all the back office stuff, the production stuff. So it's so fantastic for the first time to run so incredibly well and get such a high donations kind of coming in.
Not to mention the crazy chat that we've seen for the last 6 days.
And I believe it has really showcased the Australian talent who's involved in the tabletop RPG in Australia. And it's really nice to get everybody together. And we've already seen that people are already starting to talk to one another and make friends. And I would not be surprised in the least to see some collaborations between some Aussies in the near future.
And probably overseas as well, from what I've been seeing in Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've had some really great feedback from, internationals who've come in and watched. Some have played. I think this has really highlighted the different playing style and sense of humor and everything from Aussie DMs and Aussie players. And we've also, we're aiming to get the VODs of these games kind of pushed out more, popularized more internationally as well, so others can kind of rewatch these games if they didn't get to catch them live just because they didn't get up at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something ridiculous.
But without further ado, I guess we will announce the weekly winners. Sarah, would you like to do the first one, and then we'll throw over to Ardent Roleplay to do the second one?
Alrighty. Well, the very lucky winner of the Van Reichten, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the name of it, but the Van Reichten pack that's coming direct to you from Wizards of the Coast before release. So it's the standard and the alternate covers all in one. I believe they come in a really shiny box too. That is Trolls Medin, and I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Congratulations. I'll be in touch to get all your details to get that shipped out to you.
Fantastic. And from our end, the big prize is the Ardent Roleplay High Fantasy deck, and also the Cthulhu Metropolis suit. So we've got one suit of those cards, so the cards, as well as a 1-year GM Pro subscription. And that goes to D20, Chris, the Superman, who has been on so many games. It's been fantastic. So we're really grateful, and we will organise sending those cards to you as well.
But there was something we did want to mention. When we first started this stream, we didn't expect the levels of support that we received from the community, but we have to mention at least one thing. There is a player who has appeared in 10 different streams who has been adding just so much to every single game he appears in, with his sheep filters, dancing plants, egging on chat with the various wild surges. We needed to recognize him in some way. So we've created an unofficial MVP for this event. And without further ado, Chris, D20, you have become the Jasper's Game Week 2021 Aussie Edition MVP. And with that goes, we're going to be providing you with a little gift pack from Meeples and Dragons, 2 of our glasses. We'll get in touch with you about your selection of them. And I believe there was going to be some merch provided to you from Ardent Roleplay as well. Is that correct,
There
Ralph?
sure was. We were also going to give you a deck of cards and a suit, but of course you've already got one of those now. You just won them. So instead, we're going to send some merch to you. We've got Ardent Roleplay shirts. We've got cool stuff like let me hold that up, a Don't Touch
Ooh,
the Mimic.
I can't get one of those.
So we've got a Don't Touch the Mimic mug, and we'll get some of that stuff to you as well. And of course, obviously, we'll do a bit of one-on-one coaching for how to use Ardent Roleplay and get the most out of that. So I believe people are saying you have to DM now. So that's it. That's it's just done. You're going to have a GM edition of Ardent Roleplay for a year. So I'm sorry, that's it.
You got to use it now.
Do you want to do the list of specific thank yous?
Yeah, I have like a huge list of people that I want to thank because we picked up this project back in January. I think we started talking with Fenway. She gave us a holler and said, hey, you came and sponsored a game for us last year. Do you want to see if we can get an Aussie stream up and running for a whole week? And I was like, sure. So I have to thank Sean Sunday and Matt Brown both because you guys have not only gone above and beyond to help me fill player seats and DM seats, you've also been my shoulders to cry on when these things have fallen through at the last minute because it has happened a few times. So thank you very much for your support. I need to thank every single DM who came and signed up to this when I reached out to them, every single player, everyone who donated through the auctions to be a part of this event on the screen. And also the sponsors. We did have a couple of game sponsors there. So Wooten Forge Gaming Accessories over in WA. Go and check them out. They make some really cool stuff. And BD&D from over in New Zealand. They make mostly merch with their artwork on it, which is just absolutely outstanding. They've also got some D&D content that they make themselves. Absolutely beautiful. bdnd.com, I believe, is their website from memory. Please go and check them out as well. You pulled me out of my ear out. Thank you.
Apologies. Feline.
And if I've forgotten anybody, my apologies, but also Aaron and Fenway, obviously, from Jasper's Game Week, and Ashy for dealing with us all invading the Discord and putting us all in our rooms. Thank you so much. We really couldn't have done a lot of this without you.
I would also like to draw some attention to some of the great streamers that we've had on board. Split the Party, Fate's Gripped,
I Speak Giant was there.
Giant.
A couple of the crew from Debbie Dragon's podcast, Roll for Damage. We've also had Sean, who's a streamer in his own right.
Hobbled
Goblin.
Hobbled Goblin.
And they're all goblins one shot for Pathfinder was just amazing. I'm going to go and catch up on all their stuff now. That was awesome.
Definitely check them out if you saw them on the stream.
There's a few folk from Band of Badgers.
Yes, of course.
From the UK.
How can we forget them?
Band of Badgers. Dave is MVP from the UK. 2 days in a row, back-to-back games.
Wasn't Ben from Indigitech, I think, was here? They're doing some great work.
Ben. We had Jared, the GM chef. We had Haggard Clint pop in. My brain's going dead, but I know there's so many more of you. I could list you off forever.
So go out there, check out their shows.
We also want to say a really particularly huge thank you to Sarah and John, obviously, because without you two, this really wouldn't have come through.
It was so much fun. I've made so many friends.
Yeah, and we'd really like to say a big thank you to everyone for the support because this is an event which was started in the US to support mental health awareness and suicide prevention and really to build community. And we can really, I think all of us seeing at this time of the week, we can really feel that sense of building community and knowing that every role counts. So thank you so much, everybody, for the support for mental health awareness. Your money will be well appreciated and received for, supporting mental health services in Australia. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's going to go through to, so in Australia, the beneficiary is going to be Beyond Blue, who do really amazing work. So a really huge shout out to Beyond Blue and all the other organisations that do amazing work. I don't think I know anybody who hasn't in some way been affected by suicide. So anything that can reduce that in the future and help that is just, deeply appreciated. And of course, from our end, we also want to do a really huge shout out to Clint, Caleb, Soren, and Lauren, who are our production crew in the back end, who have just worked tirelessly and have just done such a fantastic job. I think everybody can agree this was a super professional, really awesome week.
Without a doubt, Ardent Roleplay has really knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much for everyone who's involved on that side. They're the quiet voices who work on the back end, and although you occasionally see them on, if you're involved, they really do tireless work. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's really fantastic. And then to close out, we've got a really fun highlights reel from the week. So
cool.
if you want to just see a couple of, some clips from the week's streams, we're pretty good to go on that. I don't think there's anything else, any other thank yous.
Just one minor mention, guys. It'd be great to meet everybody without a screen in the way. We will be attending PAX Oz, border closures permitting, of course. So if anyone is intending to go, feel free to come over and say hello.
Please do.
We'd love to meet you person to person. Yep.
Cool.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you
for your support and
Thanks for your
everything.
support.
And enjoy the highlight reel.
Please make sure you're all safe, hold hands or whatever you need to do to feel secure. And they start weaving the magic. Oh, also one final note, if you actually do find yourself falling off the disc, please note that Sora and I need to actually keep casting the spell or we will all die. So please attend to yourselves during this. It will feel like that roller coaster ride in Waterdeep where it shoots your intestines all the way through your abdomen. So just be aware of the G-forces you are about to experience.
I love that one.
It's a good ride. The mages just shake you up and down really fast.
And warps and bubbles and boils. And it turns back into its true form of a large mimic.
Falling into the sewer doesn't seem quite so bad now.
We have reached over 1,000 in our donations, and we just want to thank everybody who's watching, who's donating. That is just so crazy. We're halfway there, I think, and it's just unbelievable. Continue if you can. It's for a great cause. It's only the first day. We're over halfway there. It's just ridiculous. So let's do the. I'm going to do the waterfall.
Yeah, don't go chasing them though.
No.
Because they're made of liquid and they're hard to catch.
The flow of water be with you.
Jug, roll a strength check for me.
Alrighty. Oh, that's a nat 20. Plus 4.
Nice. You, and I never use this word lightly, yeet onto the second balcony. However, Dorora, as it was so strong of a throw, I would like you to roll a dexterity to see whether you land or fall in a heaping pile.
Save or...
Yes.
Now roll a 9d20 and see if anything can be the 21. So basically, they need to roll a natural 20.
Oh.
There's a natural 20. Oh, hang on, no, a natural 20 makes it a 19.
Yeah.
They actually can't find you.
Nobody can find
So,
her.
yeah, they have a -1 to their perception check, and skill checks, natural 20s don't automatically succeed. I also know that I did have disadvantage on one of these rolls. So let's re-roll that nat 20 to be something else. Okay, what are the odds of that? I got another natural 20. But they still failed to find you. I don't quite know how that happened, but somehow one of them walks around the tree and you just follow it around the other side. So you're kind of just circling each other. You're like,
oh dear.
So I don't even. You turn into a sheep. I can't even fathom.
He's a sheep.
Yeah. I tried. I'm like, I don't know how to narrate this.
Oh god, he's fluffed.
Initiate sheep protocol. Initiate sheep protocol.
Wait, no.
He's having a bad day. That's great. Well
Inspiration.
No, that's Chad gets the inspo on that one. That was
Chad, you're the best.
That's the best.
All right. Hey, that's no gnome. We've been fleeced.
So I'm outside, aren't I? So I have to make that safe. So I rolled a natural 1.
What do I have? Reactions? Anything?
Oh god!
And I don't even have. I'm not high enough level for cunning evasion or for evasion yet.
There's so many barrels of gunpowder.
I got a dirty 20, but this is definitely going to be enough to put me under.
This is a calamitous, reaction here. Yeah, the ship. Half the ship is blowing up for sure. Oh my god! We just got to heal the fighter full. It's happened, team.
No way.
Well done, guys.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Oh my god, Chad, thank
Shout out to
you.
the chat. Shout out to the
Are
chat.
you kidding me? That's sick.
$100. That's fucking.
And that is 16 points of damage plus the Dragonborn.
You blast the Dragonborn. You see it does this sort of like triple flip thing as the force of the blast clips its shoulder and its missing leg spins out from underneath it and it lands on the ground dead.
As my free action, I turn to the paladin and say, look, this is a terrible misunderstanding. We actually come in peace. Surrender.
Can you make me a deception check with triple disadvantage? No, I'm sorry. Like, you just lost
Such a thing as triple disadvantage.
It is now.
The door slams off of its hinges.
Uh-oh.
I would like to stealth.
You can stealth. As crawling out of it, crouching, is what looks like a cake golem.
Did we make
What?
that? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to move you across to my lovely picture which I made.
What?
Of the cake golem.
What? What?
Oh, that's
Roll
cool.
initiative,
Oh
please.
my god. Oh, that's fantastic.
Great.
I love it.
Every member of your party except you.
5 sheep. Cool.
I'm chewing on some pants.
Great. It's going great.
Ah.
Pick me.
Who's saying that?
Pick me.
Which sheep is saying that? I can't even tell.
These Yetis just need hugs. That's really what's going on. So I'm going to grow my spectral arms using a key point. So they sprout, and I run over. I'm going to run over to this buddy. I'm going to give him a big hug with my goopy arms. I will still jump onto his back and give him like a double hug. But with my spectral arms, as I jump up, I would like to like pat him on the back in a very aggressive manner. Which,
like when you're trying to burp a baby.
yes, although it is gonna feel like a very aggressive like pound on the back.
Oh my god!
I think.
No!
At the goal!
We hit the largest donation for tonight by NBC DM with the donut comment. The train crashes into a sheep. So no lasting. I think let's make some really quick checks to see what happens. Whether you crash into the city or whether you crash into an outlying paddock.
If you fail the saving throw, you turn into a sheep for the spell's duration.
What's the saving throw?
DC 30 wisdom.
Wow.
So did I take it you failed your saving throw?
Yeah, I did not roll very well.
All right. So we've got a potted plant, we've got a sheep, and we've got a dreadlord hovering in front of your party.
That sounds like a trap.
What are you talking about? You need to shut your face. We need to get in that house, and we need it now.
Hat, what are you doing? What are you doing, Hat?
You people, you don't look, you don't think. Let's get in there. We're gonna bring in and crush their bones. I'm a doctor of pain.
I like this new attitude.
I think your slap has gone to his head.
As she sneezes, you look at your booger glowing, and it seems to be getting bigger and bigger. But no, actually, you seem to be shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And you're looking around, and your feet are stuck, and you're almost like a baby Groot. You are now a potted plant.
Really sorry.
I don't think you are really sorry.
Steve, I just have to say,
can I
that
move my
was
leaves?
bloody genius.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're almost like a baby Groot, just like moving around, but you
In
can't
the
really move
formation
anywhere.
of my leaves, I'm going to present 2 twigs.
I'll let the group know that it is magical, but it tastes weird. It's not like it should be ham, but it's roast beef, right?
Tastes weird.
Huh?
It's hard to describe.
Grok looks at him and gives the book a small lick and agrees. Yeah, it does taste weird. Yeah. I love.
Roll me a quick Constitution saving throw, Trent.
You licked the book. You licked the book.
I mean, have you seen the book? The book.
That thing looks demonic.
It's on
Well, he
Audible.
said it tasted weird.
It does not look like a book to be licked.
Stop yelling at Grok. He told him it tasted weird.
I didn't need a special sight to tell me that book was magical and or probably cursed. And now you licked it. You licked it.
I'm Greg. You're.
I'm also.
You're also Greg?
Yeah, I'm also Greg, mate.
We're all Gregs today, my friend.
Yeah. We're all Gregs
today.
in some capacity. Greg's maybe the cosmic identifier of the universe.
Sure.
No, and he just kind of shakes it off. He's like, okay, cool. Old Greg Tavern sitting in front of you. It's your favorite place in town. Not other Gregs, this Greg's Tavern. And you're looking around at the patrons. You see Greg, you see Tim, soon to be Greg. You see the person formerly known as Greg. And then you see a very angry looking person in your regular booth. Oh, couldn't be older than 12 or 13. He's just sitting there with a big scowl on his face.
Look, it's young Greg.
I refuse your authority.
A hooded man comes around the caravan and points a finger at Merv. A necrotic black energy spits forth from it and into Merv. You have less than 100 hit points, right? Yeah, so a Finger of Death spell would definitely just kill you outright. Yeah. Doing that, you see everyone in the Golden Arches, you see Merv fall to the ground dead. Yep. And then you look at him shocked, the creature, and then the official is like, hey, I said no Finger of Death before 5 o'clock! Waves him away, comes back. Luckily, he's a cleric and knows the true resurrection spell. Brings Merv back to life. And then the DM again asks for a D100 roll. Okay, 2 things. 1, someone has donated a dance, so we have to dance. Also, we've hit 6K. Thank you, everyone. Everyone do the emu.